This is what's gonna happen, all right?
Yes.
The pilot doesn't want you on the plane. The crew doesn't want you on the plane.
For what reason?
They don't have to have a reason.
They need to have a reason.
No, not by law. No. Once the pilot says you're on,
Just say it. If
All
I
right.
knew, I would have complied. Absolutely.
On June 1st, 2025, officers responded to Fort Lauderdale-Hollywood International Airport after a passenger refused to deplane following a direct order from the flight crew. 2 arrests followed. The legal framework governing every decision made in this encounter begins not with state law, but with federal aviation authority.
hello. What's going on?
He's recording now, so you don't even have
He threatened all of us too.
What's that?
He threatened all of us too. So
All right, so here's
What's going on?
BSOS, yeah. He knows the story. Though. It's
okay.
different.
So 20. Okay.
So customer non-compliant. He's traveling with his kids and another family member, the grandmother. He placed the daughter in someone else's seat, and while we seated them with the grandmother, with the adult, part of the family. He removed the daughter and put them in the other seat beside him, and the other daughter, which was assigned to someone else. He flight attendant
Not part of his
asked
family, right?
yeah,
Okay.
flight attendant asked, to put the daughter back with the grandmother, so the other person was sitting there assigned seat. He refused to do it. He was non-compliant, very combative. He asked him to get off the aircraft, get his stuff, and get off the aircraft. He was very rude, so they could come threatening. And he was just non-compliant, very combative, and not listen to any of our instructions. So I had him our card here, a notice of non-compliance. He refused to take it. He started recording me, which he has a right to. But I did let him know I don't consent to him recording. He's right here. So we like him off the aircraft. The flight crew is not comfortable. They're not safe with him.
Okay, so you went off the aircraft, just him?
This gentleman right here.
And the kids can fly with grandma?
If he's willing to let the kids go to grandmother, but he's going to have to get on. So who doesn't want him on board, they're not safe. Don't just pay for him on board.
Okay.
We were willing to rebook him on the next flight. Very combative and non-compliant. Not listening at all.
Okay. Okay. All right. So this is what's gonna happen, all right?
Yes.
The pilot doesn't want you on the plane. The crew doesn't want you on the plane.
For what reason?
They don't have to have a reason.
They need to have a reason.
No, not by law. No. Once the pilot says you're
Take
off,
me
you're
down
off.
on the plane with my kids and my disabled mother.
So your kids can stay with your mother if that's what you want.
No.
Okay. So this is what's gonna happen. I'm gonna tell you no. I'm gonna tell you this is the way it works. Okay.
Yes.
Well, they can come off with you if that's what you want. That's fine. All right. They're your kids. You
For
can
what?
take
For
them.
what reason?
Because apparently you're not following rules and
I am
regulations.
following rules. Why?
All right.
I was on my seat.
Okay.
Come on, I'll show
Apparently
you.
I don't need to come anywhere.
I'll show you my
Okay.
seat.
So
I have
if
my
you refuse,
ticket,
listen.
I
If
have
you
my-
refuse to come off, you'll be arrested. Everybody
what?
on this plane will have to come off, and you'll be arrested. As
For
simple
what?
as
Look.
that. All right.
Look, this is my seat. 25D.
Okay.
Can I come and show you where is
No.
my seat?
No.
This is my seat, so you are doing something wrong.
No. I have nothing to do with the plane.
My daughter was supposed
All
to change the seat, but the
I'm
person...
giving you. Are you going to come off the plane or no? That's all I need.
I
to
am
know.
on my seat. Look, this is the 25D, and I registered where I'm sitting.
Okay. Are
I'm
you
si-
understanding what I'm telling
I
you?
am sitting on 25D.
Okay. Come on up. He's going under arrest.
Don't worry about it. Put your hands back.
Hands behind your back. Do it now.
Put your hands behind your back.
I am putting my hands behind my back.
I got it.
Drop the phone. Drop the phone.
You don't want to do it the right way, right?
Okay.
I want you to come off with your kids, or your kids to go with your mother.
Okay.
But you want to go to jail, so that's what's going to happen.
Okay.
Under 49 United States Code Section 44902, subsection B, a pilot in command holds permissive authority to refuse transport to any passenger the carrier believes presents a safety concern. This standard is deliberately deferential. Courts have consistently held that airlines require only a good faith safety rationale, not proof of imminent danger. Combative conduct, refusal to follow crew directives, and issuance of a written notice of non-compliance collectively satisfy that threshold without further inquiry. Once the pilot in command issues a removal order, the passenger's legal remedies narrow to one path: compliance, followed by a civil claim against the airline. Continued occupancy of the aircraft after that order constitutes trespass under Florida statute. Section 8, 10.09 Trespass on a conveyance after warning. That statute requires three elements: a lawful authority to issue the warning, clear notice to the subject, and willful refusal to depart. All three elements are satisfied on this footage. The passenger's seat assignment argument that he held ticket 25D and was therefore justified in remaining reflects a fundamental legal misunderstanding. A ticket confers a contractual right to transport, not a property right to occupy an aircraft, against the pilot's order. Those are categorically different legal instruments. The seat dispute is a breach of contract claim between the passenger and the airline. It does not override federal aviation authority already in motion.
Okay.
Yeah, I got you.
Okay.
As well.
You're not attacking off. Get down. Get down.
Bibi, stalla! Bibi!
30, give me another unit.
Bibi, stalla!
Get down. Turn around.
Bibi, stalla! Bibi, stalla! Bibi, stalla! Bibi, stalla! Bibi, stalla! Bibi, stalla! Aiutami! Aiutami!
Sit down. You will get your ass saved.
Aiutami! 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 Aiutami, stai bimbo! Sono bimbo! Aiuto, sono bimbo! Sono bimbo! Please! Please, sono bimbo, please! Sono bimbo, please!
Okay, you can slow down. We got two in custody.
Please, sono bimbo! Mia moglie! Please! Sono bimbi, fanno male! Fanno male i bimbi! Sono bimbi là! Oh, ok. Oh, yeah.
Just wait till the rest of them get here.
Sono bimbi là. Sono bimbi là.
Yeah. You guys open up? Y'all good? Yeah. All right. We'll wait till the rest of them get here. Just face the wall. You don't have nothing to talk about this. Don't come running at the police like that.
Let go.
No, you would be there.
Because he was coming.
You wouldn't listen.
He was coming
That's
to
why
me.
you're in custody.
He was coming to me, I promise you.
Well, the way of doing things.
Please,
obviously,
please do me a favor. Please do me a favor, just let him go. Let him go, please. I'll do whatever you want.
I know you
I
would.
swear to God.
That's why
Whatever
you're
you want.
detained right now.
Okay.
This way right there.
I was never detained in my life. This is unfair.
You didn't want to listen,
I'm
so.
not saying that you are doing something unfair, absolutely. I respect you. I respect your job.
Thank you for respecting me.
But please let him go. Please. Please. Just Sorry, bimbi. Sorry, bimbi.
When the passenger verbally refused to place his hands behind his back, he crossed from civil non-compliance into criminal territory under Florida statute. Section 843.02, resisting an officer without violence. That statute requires an officer engaged in the lawful execution of a legal duty and an intentional act of resistance or obstruction. Both elements were met at the moment. The verbal refusal was paired with physical noncompliance. The use of force applied during the arrest is evaluated under Graham v. Connor, 490 United States, 386, 1989. That standard requires assessing three factors: the severity of the underlying offense, whether the subject posed an immediate threat, and whether the subject was actively resisting. Here, the offense was a misdemeanor trespass. No weapon was present. However, active physical resistance in a confined aircraft aisle elevates the force calculus significantly. Ground control in a 30-inch aisle with seated bystanders and minor children nearby presents genuine tactical constraints. The force applied appears proportionate to the resistance encountered in that environment. The father's arrest introduces the most legally complex element of this incident. He was charged under Florida Statute Section 843.02 for interfering with the son's arrest. The statute does not require the defendant to know he is obstructing a lawful arrest. Intent to interfere, not knowledge of the legal nature of the detention, is the operative element. However, the father is an Albanian national, a lawful permanent resident holding a United States green card. He does not speak English. He is protected by the Fourth and Fifth Amendments. His conduct moving toward officers restraining his son while his grandchildren were audibly distressed is legally classifiable as obstruction. Whether it rises to criminal culpability under prosecutorial discretion is a separate and legitimate question. No interpreter was secured before arresting a man who demonstrably could not communicate in English. While this does not constitute a constitutional defect sufficient to void the arrest, it represents a procedural failure under recognized law enforcement best practices. The absence of bilingual assistance before issuing criminal enforcement directives to a non-English speaking detainee is relevant to any subsequent due process challenge and to internal review of the department's handling of this encounter. One additional issue warrants analysis. The flight attendant stated she did not consent to being recorded by the passenger. That statement carries no legal weight. Private individuals do not hold veto authority over recording in commercial spaces where no reasonable expectation of privacy exists. The passenger's recording was constitutionally protected conduct.
There's no debate here. We'll send somebody else come, then I walk out.
All right.
Well, actually,
I need somebody
you want to wait because you got to get information. So wait. Just hold them out there till somebody else comes.
My mom is disabled. She gonna
Okay. I
just need your info.
Yeah. And the flight and all that.
Action reaction. That's what it's called.
No, they're gonna pay for
And
it.
you said that the dad was trying to grab me, or
Whichever one of you back was turned, he was trying
I was grabbing his phone off the floor.
That's,
Okay.
the footage. That's when I'm grabbing his the camera.
Yeah, you have on my phone too. Don't worry, you have the video. You have everything.
I think it was him. His back was turned, and then the pops was trying to grab on. I didn't. What is
He was trying to grab me. That's what he was trying to do.
The officer's back is
He
showing.
was trying to grab me. That's what he's trying to do. He doesn't even speak English.
I got their info. That's all. Just
I know what.
I need somebody else because I got two.
Okay.
We took him, and I guess Dad came running after. They said when I was trying to pick up his phone, I guess.
After him, yes. After me, he was.
Then they went after Samaj.
After me, he was running.
You don't need anything else for anyone on the
And I got the two
Who's
friends
Albert?
and witness.
I am Albert.
That's me. So I need the one for the guy outside. I can print it for you out here.
Can you please let my dad go?
That's not mine.
It's beyond that. It's too late now.
Please.
You didn't want to listen. You could have just came off by yourself and let your whole family slide.
The kids go.
That's how I tried to have you do, right?
It's been a week.
But you didn't want to listen.
It's been a week. They didn't see their mom. Please, officer.
It's not up to us.
Go outside.
Go up front.
You can go whenever you want. Here you go. Let my dad go. Yours. Who's somebody?
Boy.
I need units with a cage. I don't have a cage. What's your date of birth, Dad?
He doesn't speak English.
Okay. When was your dad born?
4/23, 1956. He was just coming.
And where was he born?
Sheriff, he was just coming to me, man. Come on.
Where was your dad
Do
born?
whatever you want. Just don't register it, please.
Where was your dad born?
In Albania. Rudy Pakshtim Rama, Go.
He a U.S. citizen or Albanian citizen?
Who?
Your dad.
My dad is Albanian. He has a green card. He didn't do nothing. He didn't do nothing. He was coming to me. The kids were crying. That's why he came.
And what's the phone number for you?
Please, he didn't do anything.
And where were you born?
I was born in Albania.
And are you Albanian citizen still or U.S.?
I'm alright.
You're American now?
Yes, sir. It's been 10 years. I never had trouble with anybody. The guy on the plane, he was very rude.
Right, but I explained to you multiple times
Absolutely.
that they don't want you on the plane.
Sorry, I didn't
The pilot has the authority of the plane. Whatever they tell you, you got to do it.
I thought you were just trying. I swear to
Why
God.
would I do that?
I swear to my life.
I just wanted you to get off the plane and your children to go with the family.
I thought you were just saying. If
All
I
right.
knew, I would have comply. Absolutely.
I told you that that's the way it's going to work if you refuse, okay?
Absolutely.
So unfortunately,
100%. I will
and that's where
comply.
we're at now. Unfortunately, your family's getting kicked off the plane too.
My mom, can you please?
We don't have control over that.
My
Once
dad.
the airline makes that decision,
No,
that's
for
it.
my dad, please.
No, it's already past that.
This wasn't improvised. Let's examine what the law authorizes and what it doesn't. The responding deputy receives a B+. Multiple good faith de-escalation attempts were made before any enforcement action. The officer offered a concrete alternative resolution, voluntary deplane, children continue with family, that was refused. Force applied was proportionate to resistance in a tactically constrained environment. The officer's statement that airlines require no reason for removal was imprecise. The statute does require a good faith safety belief, but this imprecision did not affect the legal outcome. The son receives a C. The underlying grievance may have been legitimate. The legal response to that grievance was not continued occupancy after a pilot removal order, refusal of multiple off-ramp opportunities, and verbal resistance to lawful arrest converted a civil dispute into 2 criminal charges. The father receives a C+. His charge is legally cognizable under the statute. However, the totality of circumstances, elderly, non-English speaking, reacting to his son's physical restraint without comprehension of the legal context distinguishes his conduct from deliberate interference. The flight crew receives a B. Removal authority was properly exercised and cooperated with law enforcement throughout. Whether earlier crew-level de-escalation might have resolved the seating dispute before law enforcement involvement was necessary remains an open question. The key lesson this incident demonstrates is the distinction between moral grievance and legal remedy. A passenger may be entirely correct that an airline acted unfairly. That does not create a legal right to remain on the aircraft. When a pilot in command issues a removal order, the aircraft ceases to be a venue for disputing the underlying fairness of that decision. The legal system provides civil remedies. The aircraft aisle does not. Compliance first, litigation later is not a surrender of rights. It is the legally sound exercise of them. Resistance in the moment forfeits the moral high ground and adds criminal exposure to what was originally a recoverable civil claim. Let us know if there is an interaction or legal topic that you would like us to discuss in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more content on police court interactions.